3, 2, 1.
Yo, people, what's going on? Back again. Footy Talk Settings. Sava, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you? You well?
Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm not bad, you know.
Good.
I'm not bad at all, mate. You know what I mean? Obviously, recovered from yesterday. And yeah, I'm in good spirits today, bruv. I'm in good spirits, man. I think there's a lot of positives to take from the game. I think a lot of football fans are very reactionary and annoying, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? But I'm actually happy, man, today. Like when I look at how far my club's come in such a short period of time, and I don't think that we deserve to lose that game yesterday. I think a draw would have been a fair result. First half we had a better team, second half they were a better team. And if we got away with a 2-2, I would have been happy with that. Do you know what I mean? And to concede the way we conceded right at the end of the game as well. Bro, like I still need to see that again in it because Zinchenko looked offside to me. When and they didn't even do the line for him, bro. He looked offside, bro. Do you know what I mean? There was a few decisions I thought were weird. The Wan-Bissaka penalty thing as well. They didn't show us a replay of that, so I didn't get to see it, but it looked like it could have been a penalty as well. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a few things, man. Do you know what I mean? So for me, like 2-2 would have been a fair enough result, and I'm still happy, man. I'm still happy. We beat them at our place. They just about beat us at theirs, bro. Like it's calm. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's anything to really worry about, to be honest.
I think you're going in the right direction, and you know, it
Absolutely.
wasn't like you didn't go there and get absolutely spanked. You know, you're going in the right direction. You come up against a very good, well-drilled, oiled, confident Arsenal team.
Absolutely.
So I think you know I thought they just deserved it based on the second half. But look, when you're in a game until the 90th minute and you're drawing, you know, you're going to feel a bit hard done by to lose the game. But I definitely think you're going to get top 4 this year. So I don't think.
Oh, so do I.
I wouldn't worry, yeah, because there's worse teams than you. A lot
worse teams than us. Do you know what I mean? All these guys can talk about stats to cows come home. Stats don't win football matches, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Stats don't win football matches. I couldn't give a flying fuck how much of the ball Arsenal had. I don't care. You know the one. Like that's just the way it is. Like we were never gonna go, yeah. We were never gonna go to the Emirates and outplay Arsenal. We weren't. Do you know what I'm saying? So I didn't expect that. Pardon?
That's their game. That's
what they do. Of course it's their game, bro. They had more of the ball against us when we beat them as well. So what does that mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, doesn't mean shit.
You don't go toe-to-toe with Man City for a reason, right? You find other ways to beat them. No, I don't see anyone beating Man City by playing them off the park, right? Yeah. People beat Man City by frustrating them, and Arsenal are a mini Man City. That's the tactic.
That's what they're trying to be. Yeah, that's what they're trying to be. They've got they have got Pep's assistant. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, exactly.
It's just one of them things where like it was always gonna happen, bro. But like I don't care about this possession and all that. Like when I'm looking at this game yesterday, there's so many positives to take from the game if you're a Man United fan, coming from where we were. Like Arsenal fans are going on like they've done this shit overnight, bro. Like this is like 4 years with Arteta. It's closer to 4 months with our manager. Do you know what I'm saying? In 4 years' time, under this manager, we're going to be so far clear of what Arsenal are doing right now. I'm not really worried, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not really worried because the gap between us and Arsenal, considering there's about a 3.5 to 4 year head start, it's not that big. It's not that big. It's not as big as people think it is.
I think this is the thing, right? It's the right nowism. You know, people want a manager to come in and within 2 months have implemented his style completely and transformed teams. I think what you've seen at United since he took over, you've seen a clear evolution of where you were, which was a team that were directionless with no real ethos, to a team that you can clearly see how you want to play. But you've still got some work to do, and that's okay. It's not going to...
We definitely do have some work to do, but not as much work as people think. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to be finishing 8th 2 years in a row under this manager. I'll tell you that much. Do you know what I mean? So this is it. So, like, you have to use a bit of perspective. People are too emotional, bro. Like, it's annoying. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal fans, I'm happy for you. You won the game. You better win the league, because if you don't win the league, you're going to have to leave the country. I'll be honest. you're gonna have to leave the country because some of the bullshit that these men are on is they're insufferable, innit? They're
Well, look,
insufferable. And you know what it is? Yesterday, what was frustrating for me as well, yeah, was it's like we couldn't get a foothold in the midfield, especially in the second half. Like we really did miss Casemiro. Everyone talked about Thomas Partey. He was shit yesterday. So do you know what I mean? All these Casemiro Partey comparisons, bro. Like if Casemiro plays yesterday, I genuinely believe we win that game because we lost the midfield battle and ultimately that's where we lost the game. We could not control the game in large spells. Like it was literally end to end, and then it got to a period where Arsenal kept winning the ball back and just pinning us in and pinning us in and pinning us in. And we seriously lacked someone that can put on the ball in midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? And that ultimately that's where we lost the game. Do you know what I'm saying? That's where we lost the game. I think we got
Casemiro's a huge miss. I mean, look, one player doesn't make a team, but Casemiro's gone into that United team and transformed that midfield area. And
yeah,
that's why he's a multiple, 5-time Champions League winner,
yeah,
playing in the biggest club. He was playing at the biggest club in the world, so it's bound to be a big loss. But look, your style's different to Arsenal's at the moment. They are the ultimate possession team. Pass, pass, pass. Yours is very much
yeah,
a lot more about breaking with the pace of Rashford. You know what I mean? Like with the pace of Anthony. But look,
absolutely.
I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything to worry about. As for Arsenal winning the league, look, they've put themselves in a wonderful position. You're 8 points clear at the halfway stage. Look, I guess the deciding games is going to be them. They've got to play Man City twice, right?
Yeah,
Law of averages tells you that aside from those two games, will they drop points elsewhere? I think they will. I think
yeah,
as fatigue comes into the season, more games in the Europa League, it's now about can Man City do what Man City do, which is go on these 15, 20 game runs where they don't lose.
yeah.
And the last two games, they've started to turn that screw, finding goals. Can they carry that form on? I hope so, because obviously as a Spurs fan, if Arsenal weren't my rivals, I'd say it would be lovely and refreshing to see someone else win the league. But
Sure.
I can't. So I hope Man City pull it back. But yeah, listen, I mean, Man City are at the stage now where one defeat versus one win for Arsenal, and it's 11 points. So this is huge. And they're playing each other, I think, in about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. So that's going to be one of the biggest games, or the biggest game of the season.
No, 100%. It'll be interesting to see what happens in it. But obviously, like after yesterday's game, like I just got to look at my team, innit? I've just got to look at my team and see how far they've come. And that's it. Like I was happy with the performance. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just one of them things. I was happy enough with it. The first half performance, we were the better side. And it was one of them ones where it was unfortunate that we conceded so soon after scoring. Because once we got that goal, if we could have just got to half time, Wan-Bissaka's lost his man at the back post, horrendous defending, and he does it. He does it a lot, man. Like he's good at 1v1 defending, but he's not very good positionally in it. And that cost us. That was a very easy goal to score. Ball in the box, and Nketiah just runs across the box completely like unmanned, equalizes, and then that gets the crowd back up. You know what I mean? It's silly. If they go in at 1-0 down at half time, these guys are arguing with each other because you seen what Arsenal guys are like. They're emotionally unstable, bro. Arsenal fans, that's what they're like. So these guys would have literally been fighting each other at half time. It just wasn't to be. And then they go ahead, and then we score again, and then all of a sudden it's 2-2, and then they crumble again. So it's disappointing more than anything. But the overall performance in the first half was good. Second half wasn't great, but I know why it wasn't great. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where overall, I think as a Manchester United fan, if you look at the fact that like we didn't have Martial, like we didn't have Dallo, and we didn't have Casemiro, and to put in a performance like that away from home at Arsenal, who are supposed to be literally the best thing ever now at the moment, I think that we've got a lot to take from it. Like there's a lot of positives to take from it, man.